They say three is the magic number, so it must be a good omen then that this is the third in our interview series of the ETF2L Season 14 powered by Twitch Premiership Playoff. This is a man who puts the ass in Ambassador. Yes, it's me, Admirable. Today I am joined by a distinguished German, none other than Crackclan's highly skilled, highly strung roamer turned pocket, Ips. Happy Easter, Felix.
Yeah, same to you, my friend.
I don't think I need to tell you to speak your mind, but that's the theme of these interviews. It's supposed to be about conflict and drama, so hold no punches.
All right.
I suppose, as usual, I should say that for unfamiliar listeners who aren't really familiar with the scene, I do in fact play with Ips for Crackclan, and you can read into that what you want, but in all honesty, it probably just makes my desire to smack talk him even greater. I've got a little bit of a formula to these interviews, but I'll just start off by talking about your season, Ips. I mean, you were the roamer for Crackclan. You had to switch up to pocket whenever Minimus decided he wanted to step back. Talk me through this transition for you. How has it been for you, man?
I thought I would have more troubles to switch my role in the team, but then again, I thought that I was calling a lot of stuff already on the flank when I played roamer, and I've never really felt that we had a good leadership in the combo in terms of giving call to the flank. So I was really happy to switch and start to main call. But the biggest problem for me until now is that um, I'm still roaming around a bit too much, and it's something I want to work on in the off season now. You know what I mean? I generally have a good read on the game, so if I see like a gap that I want to utilize on, I tend to just overextend and go into that scenario without having in mind that my job in the team now is actually just to stay alive with you and build Ubis and be the combo. It's something weird, but if you're used to play like 1.5 years of roamer, switching mid-season is your whole dynamics change basically, but the mindset stays the same.
Yeah, that's. Do you feel comfortable? Are you still finding your feet in the role? Do you think you were a better roamer or you're a better pocket?
Oh
Or...
yeah. No, I'm definitely a better pocket. I don't know if it was because how our combo worked, but I always felt that my game set, my mindset of and my idea of how to play the game never really was the mindset of our old combo altogether. So there was always a conflict of interests in how to play the game within the game, and it always led to people getting worn up and just playing along with each other. So I feel now that with the roster that we have and with the way we call and play that we're just evolved to a better team now. We are like more united, and I feel stronger. Like I think I can have a bigger impact on pocket than I will ever have on roaming soldier.
I had another theory, Ips. It was that things got better perhaps because you weren't on the flank anymore, crying your eyes out and bitching like a little girl. We've got T-Mac there who's totally silent now. Is that what the difference is? Is it there's like one less person calling now?
No, the difference is that you actually can buff your roamer now because your pocket gives room for your team, and you can start to heal both soldiers instead of having to heal your pocket all the time.
Okay, thanks for clearing that up. Let's talk quickly about the CC season. Obviously, we had some changes at the start. Red Chuck out, Brago in, and we also toyed around with our play style a little bit. Maybe you want to go into some detail there on what you tried to achieve this season in Crackclan and how that worked out.
Basically, we wanted, with the whole unlock change and the way the game changed with it, we wanted to play a bit more aggressive, just really constantly follow up on really small advantages and chase down frags. Like people saw us doing a lot on process when we win mids that we even push like teams to last while not even capping the middle points. Something along those lines, just really utilizing on small mistakes of the enemy and take the room they give us, and basically just playing more aggressive overall, and I think we quite good.
It's sort of funny that you say that though, because you hear like people like Kadis from BFF saying that CC play like pussies, or it's that we have this sort of stigma of being a defensive team. Is that true, or is that just people getting mad because they're getting outplayed?
To be fair, I don't think we ever played defensive against BFF. We play defensive against teams that we really have a lot of respect for and that we think are equally in terms of skill to us. So whenever we saw it on the last process we played against in Gully Watch, we played against Broder, that the maps that we lost, we gave them a lot of credit on mid, a lot of room to play us on, and that was where we played too defensive basically. But before, I felt that we always played a quite aggressive play during this season, and just basically like I don't care what people say about our game style. We know better what we play and how we on what we push on. You know, we play for each other and for the win, not for BFF.
Yeah, that's right, CC baby. This interview is totally unbiased. But you did mention the Broder game there, Felix, and that's definitely something we need to talk about because up in the previous two interviews or before the games had actually happened. So this one, even though we were the second seeds, we finished third. We were able to look back at our own feelings here. Like, what was it that went wrong there? Why did we not beat Broder? Why did we not live up to the seeding?
We played Gully Wash first, which if I look back to it now, for me was the wrong decision. We should have played Process and maybe we would have won it and got some momentum for Gully Wash then. And on Gully Wash, like general on both maps, we didn't play as a team. They played a lot more coordinated than we did. Their soldiers had a bigger impact on the game. Like I had two complete horrible maps, and Sam told us after the game that he basically did nothing on both maps as well. So a third of the team really felt like strongly underperforming and not fulfilling their roles. So and if you PCW for 60 minutes and then in the 60 minutes you don't perform, then there's nothing else to blame. Like you can't blame the team if you personally already feel like not doing your role, not doing your job.
So you think it was just a number of individual performances didn't add up to what Broder were putting out, or was it a tactical loss? Was it that they outplayed us in middles, or?
Oh, I don't think it was a tactical loss. Like they're a really strong team. I feel that like now, of course, for this season they are better. But I think overall we're pretty close to each other, and Process was a decent map to watch, I guess, for the spectators from a spectator's point of view. It was just really the how do you say that, the individual play. Like if they had 6 people on fire this whole night, and like Cookie was completely destroying us. And even though like people are always talking a lot about trick in our scout combo, I feel that Sam is a big part in the way we play our game. Like he has to be like rock solid. He has to bring his A game to our plays are basically working. And if like our combo isn't working, then the whole game isn't working, and we didn't play well, and that was it basically. And they played just like they had a perfect read on us on Gully Wash. We managed just to outmaneuver them really once, and the rest we won mids where we got lucky. I felt after watching the STVs, and yeah, they played stronger with with way more confidence than we did.
It seemed I haven't actually watched the VODs, but two things I felt after the game were that our middles weren't as predictable as they can be sometimes. It seemed that we didn't have control of middles, and that whenever our combo engaged their combo, we nearly always came out worse off. How do you feel about that, being in the combo with me as the pocket soldier? Are you going to be watching Zebaside's demos?
Yeah, like I said, my yeah, I did actually, and I know he watched mine, so what's the point anymore? We can stop the jokes. No, like I said, like my game, I think that now team highly relies on the combo being able to main call for the team, like you and me making decisions. And when you and me and Sam is in our combo basically as the pocket scout, are not functioning together and are not working like a clockwork, then it's not going to work. And we got annoyed by each other. The comms were clustered at times, and it got really unprofessional. And we gave it away by just losing focus and yeah, not playing good, not playing like we should have played.
Okay. Got a little sort of side note there. We're talking about STV demos. Obviously, this is the season Crackclan have decided to give it all away. We've tried to be as open as possible, as available to the scene as possible, with all the STV demos, the streaming, everything like this. Does this actually damage our chances, or is this just unrelated altogether?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. I know that at the beginning of the season, when it became mandatory to upload STVs after the officials that a lot of the top 3 teams, or was it last season that it got announced? I think it was last season already, were highly against uploading STVs after the officials because they would give it would give strategies away and whatever. But for me, this is not making much sense. Like, I think we, as the best teams in Europe, have the privilege of the attention of the community, and we can help a lot by just providing content constantly, you know. And I feel like by just us as a team, as CC, uploading all of our comms and STVs and config files and whatever, we make the people around us better, which forces us every week to be on our toes because people know what we're focusing on. They know exactly what we try to switch up and we made a little list of what flaws we want to work on. So if people download our comms, they know exactly what this list is and they can abuse that basically and use it against us. And I think it makes them better and it forces us to get better as well. It's a good thing. It's just a win-win situation for everyone.
Okay, let's talk about Broder versus Epsilon. It's going to be coming up this week. The date is as yet unannounced, but the rumor mill tells me it's likely to be Thursday. I understand Epsilon have a few roster issues here. Maybe Bash won't be able to play. It might be Walters instead. Rumor is that the maps are going to be Granary and Process and a third map, which I've forgotten, but I think they've had a little bit of a gentleman's agreement there. I've got Granary, Process, and I can't remember the third. But anyway, I want to hear your thoughts. Like Broder have turned over Crackclan. They've beaten the seeding. They're going in here on a high. Can they take on Epsilon? Do they have what it takes?
I think they will trash them on 2 maps. Broder's gonna win against Epsilon. To be fair, I know that I'm really not a lot of people actually think that this is gonna happen, but I feel that Epsilon is highly relying on Desk Combo and Mike to work really good together. And I don't feel that Walters can replace Bash at this time, and I don't think that he's gonna make it within the next 3 days. Like, I don't know when you're gonna publish it, but this year. But I think you're gonna do it on Monday, so 2 days afterwards the official will happen. And I don't think that this 4 PCWs they will be playing until then will be enough to actually get the synergy together that Stefan and Bash obviously have, together with Mike as well. So we will see. And I know that Broder is really keen. Like, they've been watching SCVs of Epsi now the whole weekend long and talking to us of how to play, and I will play with them on Monday to see where I can help because Zabo is not around until Tuesday.
Yeah, it's a pretty unpopular decision. Like, is this mind games? Do you actually believe Broder are going to smash Epsilon in 2 maps, or are you just at your work here, Ips?
No, I'm genuine. I think they will do it. Not because Broder now won against us or whatever. I just think that they're really strong and that taking Bash out of Epsilon is a big problem. Can be a big problem for them in terms of just coordination and everything. Because this team is really, when I watch Epsilon play, it reminds me a lot of watching Mixup play, because Mixup is really relying on their soldiers and scouts to work as well. They're like, when they play mids, they don't really take Platinum into the mid fight. They leave him on balcony or whatever and spread all the heals on the scouts and the soldiers. And that's what Epsi played so far. Like, Numlocked is always late on the middle, so they don't even have to play with them. They just heal everybody else, and these people are destroying so far. So now if you take like one of the scouts out of the fight and replace him with Walters, it basically wasn't playing for like a month or 1.5 months or 2. I think that can be a big downgrade for them, or is going to be a big downgrade for them.
Is it that specifically the fact that Walters has been inactive, or do you just think Bash is better than Walters pound for pound?
Oh, it's definitely just the fact that he has been inactive. Like, it's not. I'm not saying Walters is like shit to compared to Bash or whatever. Like, he's a really, really, really good scout and sniper. Always in officials, we've seen him being absolutely on fire so far, and especially when it were finals. But I think that his inactivity is what can cause them vital synergy in a team compared to what kind of team play Broder now has and what mindset and what momentum they take into this game. Like, they don't want to get beaten like the first time they played against Epsilon again. They have been working their asses off to be in the position that they're in now. It's really like, I'm not talking personal bias here or whatever. I'm just comparing the 2 teams to each other. It would really change the whole fact if now Bibin would have to be like somebody would have to merc
Flippy for
Bibin.
Bibbin.
Yeah, something like this. That would change everything completely. But I'm just now comparing the rosters to each other, comparing the people, comparing the separate players, and it's going to be a really close match. but it's going to be a win for Broder.
Yeah, like a win for Brother would be great for shaking up European Team Fortress 2. Like I've heard unofficially from some of the Epsilon players, there was talk that they might have played next season. Nox was thinking of sitting out, but now he's saying he is going to play next season. So the future is bright, I think, for Team Fortress 2 in Europe leading up to I-49. I think that's what everyone's working towards. I know Crackclan are as well, but what can you tell me about the future of Crackclan, just to wrap things up? What are you looking to achieve with the team over the next few months?
What we are missing, like what people seem to forget and what never really got mentioned in the last cast of the last games, is that we basically changed a third of our team season. Bringing Biko in, he was super unexperienced. He still is very unexperienced. He's one of the best, or he is the best DM player I've ever seen playing demo. Like that kid just hits everything, but he still makes like rookie mistakes that we have to fix. And especially we are working on his calls at the moment on middles. That's like people know that, people that follow our streams know that we are working on this. And bringing T-Mac in basically was something that, took us some time to adapt as well. So I'm really like, obviously we are not playing for a third spot. Never did. We are always keen on getting at least second. We wanted to give FC the shot this season again, but I'm really proud that we got third with this lineup change and with the people that we brought into Premiership TF2. So we're gonna sit together definitely, and we're gonna work, and we're gonna watch demos, everything that we did so far. We're gonna still provide all of our content. We're gonna start to stream mentor sessions, put out all of our Twitch content on YouTube. We're gonna just, boost ourselves, boost the community, help everybody a bit.
Okay, well, this has ended up being the longest interview so far, but I think we've had some decent insight here from Ips. Thanks for your time, buddy. I know you just came back from Helsinki. Better luck next season, mate. But I will tell the rest of ETF2L to stay tuned for the grand finals. I think it's going to be Thursday, but it's definitely going to be this week. That'll be the ETF2L Season 14, powered by Twitch and Club 3D. Premiership Grand Final. It's the big one. And there will be a fourth interview, hopefully, before then. It's either going to be Numlocked or Mike, whoever agrees to it. But maybe you can tell me in the comments which one you'd rather see, if we can get it out in time. But hopefully this is going out on Monday. And if it isn't, then I'm just going to look like an idiot. Thanks, Ibs.
Thanks, bye.